Okay, hello everybody. This is Dirt Digger Dave. I know it's been a while since I've posted a video. I've been busy, but I've taken care of that. But we'll talk about that later. I'm going to do a quick, short best finds video of 2025. It's only my top 3 finds of the year. I did not get out much. My fields are kind of played out, and I just really didn't find a whole heck of a lot when I got out. But that's a different story. The first thing I found that was cool this year was this arrowhead. You know, I've been up this creek 2 or 3 times and not found a flake or nothing up in it. And we've had some big rains at the time, and I was able to get out. I was actually out metal detecting on this field or this property, and it's got a hill on the south side of this creek, and it's got a hill on the north side of the creek. And I was detecting on the south side. I believe I found a bullet that day, a Civil War bullet. And I said, well, I'm going to cross the creek, go over on the other side. And I went down. You got to go down into the creek, and you can't go straight down one side and up the other because it's too high. So you got to go upriver a little bit, or up creek. And I went up there and I crossed a couple of gravel bars. And I said, well, I might as well go to the next gravel bar. And I turned the corner, and there this thing is laying right there. Just couldn't be any happier. You know, it was just laying right there. I couldn't be any happier to look down there and pick it up. So I'm going to show you that. Walking in these creeks, whatever chance I get. And I got permission to come back on this piece of land that I haven't been on in a while. I knew this creek was going through here, and I started going up it. And man, I am been overdue to find an arrowhead since I moved down here to Tennessee. And would you look at that beauty? Man, oh man, oh man. You don't know how stoked I am to pick that up. Man, oh, golly, here we go. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? It's not perfect. The point is rounded. It's got a base on it, but man, you don't know how happy I am to have that. Holy cow. I have been looking so long to find an arrowhead since I moved down there. I got hundreds of them that I found before. Happy to have that. And then find number 2 of the year is when I got home from vacation. I take a 4 to 6 week vacation every year and go up visit my kids up in Minnesota and Michigan. And I was up there and I got home, and we've been having new power lines, not new power lines, but they've been putting up cable and fiber optic for our internet to make our internet better. And they've been dragging cable across these wires. Well, they got to clear the brush underneath the power lines so they can drag their cable across there. So when I got home, one of my fields, they had bush hogged all up underneath these power lines. And where I couldn't swing before, I could not swing up in there. You just couldn't. It was so thick. So when I saw that, I quickly grabbed my detector and got out there. And, you know, I think I'm going to find something. Well, I find this bullet right away. And literally 3 feet from the bullet, I get another signal. I'm thinking it's another bullet, like a Colt 44 bullet. Well, it winds up being this button. So I'm going to show you that video. I'm very happy to get that. That was kind of cool. Made my day. All right, let's see if we can live dig one. This is a 45 signal, real solid. This could be a Colt bullet. Let's get down here and get with it. Come on, let's find it together. Come on, where are you at? All right, it says it's in there. Let's see if we can get it out of there with my hand. I got 3 or 4 good scoops of dirt. Well, I think I might have got it out of there, whatever it is. Is it a bullet? Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not a bullet. Looky here. What on earth is that? I know what that is. I do have a brush with me today. That's going to be a button The back is there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Making my day here. See if we can see that together. Get her over here in the sun. Yes, I believe there is an eye in that button. Oh, there's gold gilt on there. I'm going to stop right there. This might be the nicest button I've ever found. That is definitely an eye button. I hope you all can see that. We will get a better picture of that at the closeout. On to the next. Let me get moving here. This is awesome. That was 3 feet from that bullet I just dug. So cool. On to the next. And then the third thing was this M39 small box plate. And to set that up a little bit is, I got a permission to go to this home site that I found on a map, black dot on a map, we all do it. And I got permission to go there, and this is way away from my Civil War fields. But the landowner tells me that there has been some Civil War stuff found back in there. So I said, all right, I'll go check it out. So I go back there, I found the home site, all kinds of nails and garbage. And this is on my second trip there. I took my Equinox 800 with my small coil because it was so trashy. And I think it was a second or third signal. It wasn't a great signal, so I didn't live dig it. I didn't think it was going to be a penny. I'm looking for just one coin that day. It was an afternoon kind of hunt and hot. And so I didn't film it. I dug it, and I dug it up, looked at it in my hand, and what is this piece of garbage, and it felt heavy. I know that, and I literally had this thing already in my trash pouch. And before I stood up and went to swinging again, I said, I better take my squirt bottle and squirt this thing off. It had some weight to it. It kind of you better take a second look at this. And I did, and that's when I started filming again, and that's what you see when you see this clip on this one. So 3 great finds of the year. That's all I could get. But now next year, which is now 2026, I am retired now. So hopefully I've already gained a couple new permissions, have more time to get out. And if y'all can help me a little bit by liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment every now and then, I will make more videos because I have more time and we can have more fun. And I certainly could use the support. So if you can and subscribe to me, it doesn't cost you nothing. We all know that. Even though it says subscribe, and we all know subscriptions cost things, the YouTube subscription is free. All I do is subscribe, hit the bell, and get all the notifications when I do post a video. And, we all know that if you get enough subscribers, you get a little money. And now that I'm retired, hey, I could use that. Metal detecting isn't free. It's kind of expensive. These machines are not cheap. Driving to your sites and your fields, and that is not free either. The cost, gas, and the money and all that. So to get more money to do that would be fun, be cool. So I would greatly appreciate it. And so all my subscribers that have been with me this far, let's keep it going and see where we can go with this. I certainly enjoy doing the hunting and finding this stuff. I'm like a little kid. I just, finding new toys and new treasures. Every bullet, every find is cool. I love doing the research. So hopefully I can keep doing this for a long, long time. So thanks for everything. I'll see you at the first hole of 2026 very soon, and on to the next. Thanks again. People, I don't know what I have just dug, but right there, that hole, 22, 23, 1.5 bars down. It's heavy. It's got lead on the back, and that says U.S. Holy Christmas. I don't know if that Civil War looks awful small to be Civil War. I was just reading about what they called a baby buckle. That certainly looks to be the right size. I just don't know what to think right now. It is definitely something U.S., and that is U.S. script. It's beat up around the edge. It's definitely got lead on the back. You tell me. I had no idea. No idea. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I don't think it's from the Civil War. I want to think it's a baby belt, which is pre-Civil War, which is still cool. Or is it just something from the, World War I, World War II? That's what I'm suspecting. Looks like it's got more of an iron back. There's no pins on it. Woo! This one's definitely got to go to the Artifact website. I am still excited to have it. Holy cow. If it is a Civil War belt buckle, Lord be with me. I am excited to be. I cannot be so happy. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's really beat up. Oh my goodness. I am flabbergasted. Okay, on to the next. I'll get excited when I get more information. Awesome. Okay, folks, this is Dirt Digger Dave. Let's do the roundup. And as you can see by the pictures and the stuff, it's real. And certainly over here is the star of the show. There it is, already in a case. That's an M1839 small box plate from the U.S. Civil War. Like I say, I'm just excited, unbelievably excited to have it. I'm going to love it like it is. It's well beat up. And I've talked with a few people about this and that, and someone said soldiers did it, and someone said this did it. Well, I just believe that we have a lot of chert rock in our ground, and this thing was probably scattered around by disking and plowing through them rocks over the last 160 or so years, and that's why it's beat up the way it is. I'm going to love it like it is. I've been offered to have it restored by a few people, send it to some people. I may or may not do that in the future. I don't know, but I'm just going to love it like it is. It's as real as it gets. Like I say, just when you never expect it to happen, boom, there it happens. You think you're digging a wheat penny, and there it is. And that's honestly what I thought I was going to dig, was a wheat penny. And or maybe possibly a fatty India that kind of had them numbers. And so get out there, keep digging, dig them all. A lot of diggers out there say that, dig it all. Just dig it all, and you'll be surprised. So, all righty, folks, on to the next.